Hey guys, this is VSG Pretty Sleeved. If you guys watched my last video, you knew that I was going to try to squeeze in the Q&A answers in this video. So I'm not sure yet if it's going to be a one-part or a two-part video. Let's see how quick I can get through these. I'm kind of a talker, as you can tell, because I haven't even got to one question yet. And I'm going to be looking down a lot, so I'm sorry if you guys see a lot of double chin going on. I might read the question like this. What? Okay, stop. Okay, what do you feel? This is from VSG Jody. What do you feel will be your biggest challenge this year? Love you, girl. Lots of love back to you. I feel like since I'm so close to my goal and we're already in January, or barely in January, of course, I really feel like the challenge this year is going to be maintaining the maintenance part and finally staying at where I want to be. So that's going to be the challenge. Well, you guys will have to stay tuned. Let's see. What is the longest stall you ever had? And that's from Brenda White. The longest stall I've ever had is 3 weeks. And normally by the third week, it's already happened to me twice. And normally by the third week, I'm frustrated and tired of seeing that same number. And I pull every little bit of last strength out of me and stop playing and definitely give my all and switch it up and change things around to shock my body. Do you plan on having plastics? And that's from Country Girl VSG. And honestly, I do not knock plastics. There are some when I first got into this, I thought, oh, for sure, as soon as I get to my goal, I'm gonna want a tummy tuck and I'm gonna want this or that. But being far out as I am now, my arms bother me way more than my stomach does. I feel like my skin has definitely been good to me. And I mean, it's not perfect, but it's been pretty livable for me. So it doesn't really bother me as much, but I honestly do still would want a tummy tuck, not because I'm unhappy with my stomach, but only because once before I heard this and it's stuck with me, that after you get pregnant and your body has stretched out, so far, and the elasticity of your skin, it's really easier for your body to want to go back and mold back into that shape all over again because it's used to it and it's capable of doing that. So I don't know if this is just my thinking, because there's no like clarity on this. This is not, never been tested or anything like that, or any truth to this. It's just me thinking that if I hurry up and do like a tummy tuck, then it would renew my skin and not be so easy to be stretched back out as it was, because I've stretched it out back and forth so many times, and every time I gain weight it goes back into like this all up in the front area, and I just want to eliminate those chances. And again, that's just my thinking, but it is definitely something that I would need to talk to my husband about, and we both would need to agree on. We have other goals right now, which is we are really trying to buy a house this year. So we'll see. That's definitely not something I'm ruling out, but it's also not at the top of my list. Let's see. Watch Kitty Shrink says, I should have highlighted the question parts because everybody also left like such sweet comments with it. She says, my question what has been your favorite NSV so far? Let's see. So far, I would say my favorite NSV was in my cruise. I had 2 NSVs there, and that was in October, and one of them first was horseback riding. Before the surgery, before my weight loss or anything like that, I was looking on Groupon, and it was during like my daughter's birthday, and they had one thing for horseback riding, and I was like, oh, that would be so fun if me and my husband could take her horseback riding to spend some quality time with just her, and she'll love it, because I always wanted to do that when I was little. I had never rode a horse before. It's always been a dream since I was like a little girl to ride a horse. And then I was reading the details, and it was a weight limit. And I believe it was about 250 pounds was the weight limit. And I was 296 pounds. So I was really hurt. I couldn't do that with her. And when I went on my cruise, my husband made all my dreams come true. And I went horseback riding on the beach of Mexico, of all things. So it was so meaningful. I was just taking the view in, the smell of the weather, the motion of the horse, the feeling of their hair, everything. I'll never forget that. I'm not gonna cry in this video, okay? But it was beautiful. And then the second NSV was also there, and I wore a bikini, and that was just such a rewarding feeling. I felt beautiful. I felt like a girl. Every time I've ever gone to go swimming or get wet in public, it's always in shorts and a t-shirt. And for once, I was telling my sister I want to be in a bathing suit like everybody else. And if I can get a bikini, that would be even better. So I worked really hard up until that date, and she helped me pick out the most cutest bikini, and I loved it. I loved every second of it. And then just recently was my birthday, and my sister also, bad influence, convinced me to wear a crop top. And so I had a high-waisted skater skirt with a crop top on, and you could see the picture in my my last week update video at the end. And I honestly, I loved it. It was a good feeling. So what is your weight goal? And that's from Emmy2. My weight goal is to maintain between 170 and 180. That is where I want to be, and I can't wait to get there. And I'm just so in shock that I'm this close to it. Like when I first started this journey, it's like, oh my God, I'm never going to get there. It seems like forever. And now here I am, like 30 pounds away from that. So that is my weight goal. Kayla's VSG journey says, how do you stay motivated even when the scale doesn't move? And what do you do to stay positive? Also, what is your favorite tool to use since surgery? Or what is your favorite tool you used since surgery? So I stay motivated even when the scale doesn't move by just pushing myself, by getting upset. Like when I get upset, move out of the way, biznatches. Like nothing can stop me when I get upset. Like I'm usually a fun, happy person and positive, but when I get upset, I mean 0 to 100. And so, I don't be any easier on myself. Like if it's me upsetting myself, then I'm gonna be hard on myself. So when I finally have enough and enough is enough, then I honestly just do anything and everything that it's going to take to keep going. Also, I do pamper myself. I'll get my nails done, my hair done. I usually will do something to switch something up that will make me not want to look at the scale or distract me from the scale and just make me feel good about myself. So that's another one. That's how I stay positive, actually. So I think that goes into that one. And then what is your favorite tool you use since surgery? I don't know kind of what you mean by that one. Let's see. My favorite tool since surgery. I'm sorry, I'm gonna skip that one because I don't know what tool, like, what do you mean by tool? Sorry. Okay, VSG Brit Brat says, does your hubby like you bigger or does he like you smaller? Does he have a preference? And I'm like laughing with that one because I was laying down the other day and I was like, oh, that's probably the one question I can't answer myself because I don't know. I never asked him. We never really talk about it. And so I'm laying in bed and I was like, hey. He's like, what? And I was like, well, I have a question. And I'm like giggling. He's like, what? So I'm like, well, do you like me better now or do you like me better before? And he's like, well, of course I like you better now. You're happier. And I said, no. Do I turn you on more now or did I turn you on more before when I was thicker? And he's like, is that a trick question? He says. So I'm trying to hold my face together and not make eye contact because I don't want him to get nervous and think he's gonna hurt me or upset me. And I'm like, just answer it, you know? Are you more attracted to me now or before? And he's like, I'm more attracted to you now. He's like, you were still beautiful before, but yeah, now you look good. And you know, so I play with him and I'm like, oh, so you didn't think I was hot before? He's like, I knew it was a trick question. I was like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not mad. I'm happy you like me now. And he says, oh, and you're more flexible. So I was like, let me take notes. I'll report that back to the girls. He says, don't say that. But I said it because I have no filter. Okay. So there you go, BSG Brit Brat. You got that out of him. So I'm going to stop the video here and then I'll do a second part because we're already at 11 minutes and that's it. I'll do the second part right now.